Taurus, hey Taurus, today you are most compatible with Capricorn. You may be a bit indifferent in your energy today, okay? I just heard there may be a dispute with a Capricorn, okay? 12 p.m. I said most compatible, but maybe not. Maybe incompatible with Capricorn today, okay? But 12 p.m. could be important for you. Whenever you see this message, I'm recording for you on Monday. Mondays are the day of the moon, your intuition, your dreams and subconscious. Mondays are also, like I said, the moon energy. The moon energy is our emotions, right? Our intuition and our connections to our mom, our moods, our connections to our children, fertility, okay? Taurus, you will look nice in the color copper, or the color copper may appear in your day. Copper is the energy of Venus, right? Your natural energy, alchemy, all right? Venus is the energy of elegance, okay? Beauty, gratitude, forgiveness, okay? Your good luck number for today, Taurus, is the number three. Threes are the energy of understanding, right? Your third eye chakra, your ability to see clearly. So, hey, hi, good morning, Taurus. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy, and productive in your energies today. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and just supporting my channel. I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed already, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button before you leave the channel today. It is a free way for you to support my channel. No Cash App, no PayPal, no Venmo. Just your like and subscribe goes a long way with supporting my channel, and I appreciate you, Taurus. So if you purchased from my website, I appreciate your support there as well. Thank you, friend. So if you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. I do have the balcony door open, so we may hear some birds, dogs, ducks, geese, okay? Maybe even a car horn. There is a lake and a dog park right outside my balcony. So I hope that doesn't bother you, Taurus. But let's see. Let's see. I'll leave a timestamp in the comments as always where you can forward through the shuffling to where I pull the first card here, okay? So let's see, Taurus, what we have today. Magnetic connection. There is a strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person. Okay. And then under the bottom of the deck, redirect your thoughts. Focus on what you want to attract in this relationship, not on what you fear will happen. Okay. Magnetic connection and redirect your thoughts. Okay. So let's see, Taurus, what's causing this energy. The Page of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. All right, so maybe an apology or some sort of innocent and sweet communication. Okay, someone doing or saying something nice. Oh, you look nice today. Okay, let's see. Magnetic connection. There is a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person. So what's causing this energy, Taurus? I heard the Empress. So the Page of Wands, which is good news, right? The Page of Wands typically comes in regards to work. It's good news in regards to work, but in a love reading, it's good news in regards to maybe an action, right? Like I said, an apology of some sort, maybe. But the Page of Wands is a message. You get a message of good news. Yeah, look at that. The Knight of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. All right, someone who's very outspoken in their emotions. Yeah, look at that. The Ace of Cups. All right, good news. All right, you get a message, you get the communication from this person. Knight of Cups. Cancer, the Knight of Cups is your natural energy, all right? But I feel like there's a apology or reconciliation, all right? The Ace of Cups. What's under redirect your thoughts? Law of attraction, wow. Magnetic connection and law of attraction. It says, Law of attraction says you have been manifesting this relationship. Everything you want will soon be yours, right? And then magnetic connection says there's a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person. So, wow, Taurus. I mean, not Taurus, Cancer. They're who is Taurus? That was random. Let's see. Oh, no, I'm right. Taurus. Not Cancer is this Knight of Cups. Cancer is the Knight of Cups. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. All right, let's see. Yeah, look at that. It's very intense. This connection with this Cancer, I can feel it, right? They was getting ready to take over your whole reading for us. All right, let's see. How are you appearing in the energy? Let's see. The Page of Swords. All right, Taurus. So the Page of Swords gathers information, right? This is the person that's has been betrayed, right? Someone has done something to them and they're looking for the truth. They're looking to find out who did it. Why did they do it? When did they do it? Who did they do it with, right? Who, what, when, where, and why. This is the person that's going to get to the truth. And like I said, typically it's after they've been betrayed of some sort. It's not the stalker, like, a lot of tarot readers will tell you. It's not the stalker. This person is not secret. They're not, hiding. They're not snooping. This person is going to find out the truth. The next energy is the Knight of Swords. It's very confrontational, right? They're going to approach you about it. It's not going to be sneaky and deceptive. It's going to be right in your face. All right. Not the Page of the Page of Swords is not a stalker at all. All right. Well, it could be, depending on what other energies we had. Like if we had the Hermit, again, a very secretive energy. If we had the High Priestess, a secretive energy. The Devil, all right, an obsessive energy. The Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Five of Wands. All of those kind of energies paired with the Page of Swords could be someone who is stalker-ish or have stalker-like behavior, right? But not the Page of Swords by itself. All right, so, don't feel away, Taurus. I don't think you're a stalker just because you're the Page of Swords. I know better. All right, the Page of Cups, again, we saw the Page of Cups at the beginning of the reading, an emotional or an apology, a message, okay? So, okay, maybe not. So it almost is like, so you have the King of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups, right? So it's almost like someone is withholding this King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles could be your energy, Taurus, in the sense that the Knight becomes the King, right? But it's traditionally Capricorn. It's almost like either you, all right, or it's almost like someone here is waiting for an apology that someone is intentionally withholding. Like, I know that I owe you an apology, but I'm not going to do it, at least not right now. All right, so let's see how your person is appearing. So maybe we can determine which one of you guys are the King of Pentacles. A lot of page energy here, okay? Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. How old are you, Taurus? Okay. The King of Pentacles is not, it's not a young energy. The King of Pentacles is someone who's actually a bit older in age. Your person is appearing as the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is someone who is bored, right? They're bored and they're sitting in their thoughts and they're kind of woe is me-ing, right? Like, it's like, you're uninterested in, because, this Four of Cups is depicting this Ace of Cups being handed to them, right? Which is the same Ace of Cups that's here in the overall energy. Again, this Cancer person, they're offering this Ace of Cups, but you don't seem too interested in it, Taurus. Or, well, actually, they're coming out as the Four of Cups, so they're not interested. Well, yeah, what's the set? Yeah, look at that. The Seven of Swords, the Five of Pentacles is here, and the Nine of Swords. All right, and then the Six of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So it's almost like there's something that happened in the past, right? Something that has happened in the past here. Someone was left out. Someone did something a bit deceptive here, okay? The Seven of Swords is very sneaky, very deceptive. What's the outcome? I can't tell who's who here, Taurus. What's the outcome? The King of Swords. All right. So someone who's very straightforward in their communication. Look at that. The Hangman. Like I said, you know, someone is very sneaky and deceptive here. Someone is not a good person. The Hangman, the Nine of Wands, okay? It's followed by the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, which is your natural energy. I don't know, Taurus. And look at that. The Ace of Swords, all right? A truth, a win, a victory. Now, I said that you're coming out as the Page of Swords, and I said it didn't have to be a negative or deceptive energy unless it came out with other negative deceptive energy. And you got the Hangman, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Okay. And I feel like maybe you've done something to this person that's why they're not interested anymore. They're not interested in your cup. They don't want to be your friend anymore. I feel like you found out something in the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords. You found out something about them that was true, and I feel like you told, okay? What's the Page of Swords? Well, that's your energy, right? We're looking at the person. I don't have to tell you about you, right? What's the Four of Cups? The Two of Wands. Yeah, they're reflecting. They're kind of just thinking. I feel like this person is actually waiting for, they could be waiting for the apology that you're holding back. Let's get one more. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like, your person is coming out very strong-willed here. The Queen of Wands is not gonna, they're not gonna forgive you easy, Taurus. And I feel like, you did something here. I feel like you said something about someone here, and instead of apologizing, you're trying to like move past it without apologizing. And this person, especially the Queen of Wands, Sagittarius energy, they're not gonna have it. All right, let's see. Who's this King of Pentacles? Maybe that's the person. Well, let's see. Who's the King of Pentacles? Another page. You got all the pages here. All right. And the Eight of Cups. Maybe you revealed that someone had a child or children and maybe you weren't supposed to. I almost would say that maybe you didn't do it on purpose, but with the Hangman, it kind of feels like you did. I'm sorry, Taurus. Don't be mad at me, okay? I'm not, no judgment from me, right? Judgment card is not even out here. No judgment from me, all right? I just feel like you found out something about your person. Okay, and I feel like you repeated it out of a place of I don't know why, because I don't really want to pull your energy because I don't want the reading to be a bad reading about you, right? But clearly, something has happened here that caused you to say something about this person, and they're not interested in being friends anymore. Magnetic connection. There's a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person. They're the Queen of Wands, so this person could actually be doing or using alchemy to keep you connected to them, which would be weird because they're coming out as the Four of Cups, but the Two of Wands. So like I said, they could be waiting for you to apologize. This person wants you to apologize. They're not going to say anything until you apologize. Three of Cups, Ten of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. All right. So I don't know, Taurus. We'll look at the energies again tomorrow. Make sure you have your notifications on. I'm not sure if I'll do love readings again or if I'll do energy reads tomorrow. But either way, thank you so much for sharing your time with me today, Taurus. I appreciate you. Bye, guys.